What's going on, you guys? It's DL926 here. I wanted to come out and address a few things that I didn't get a chance to touch on in the video that I made last night after the game. You know, it was kind of late. I had to be quiet in the house because everybody was kind of sleeping. I'm on vacation right now, so, you know, I can stay up late and while everybody else is, you know, snoozing and getting some sleep and going to work the following day. So, yeah, I'm off this week, so I get to sit back and relax a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to touch on a few things that I didn't really get a chance to speak on about that game. Kind of wanted to talk about how the defense played. I thought they played pretty decent, you know, the first half. I mean, they definitely came out and surprised me. We held Pittsburgh in check for the most part. You know, Ben came out and he was kind of sloppy in the first half. Those first couple drives that he came out, you could definitely tell he was kind of tentative. And, you know, he was kind of worried about getting hit on that elbow, and I don't blame him. You know, being 38 years old and having Tommy John surgery, that's not an easy thing to come back from. But like I told a lot of people, you know, when it comes to Major League Baseball pitchers, you know, a lot of the times they have Tommy John surgery and their arm comes back, you know, stronger than ever. But, I mean, like I said, Ben's 38 years old, and most likely he's not going to recover that way like a younger, you know, 20-year-old would. You know, 20 to 30-year-old would. But I thought, you know, Ben played pretty well. I mean, considering it was his first game back after basically missing a whole entire season. And, I mean, he should have, because our secondary was missing, you know, DeAndre Baker, who is gone now, and Xavier McKinney. You know, we're missing a lot of pieces in that secondary, which we were definitely going to rely on this year. But, you know, obviously, luck was not on our side when it comes to those guys, and things just did not work out. But hopefully we get McKinney back like halfway through the season and he makes a difference on this defense. But, yeah, defensively, I mean, I thought we played pretty well. I mean, the defensive line shut down the run for the most part until the second half. And then when, you know, Benny Snell got it going, I thought the defense just, they were gassed at, you know, the dam broke pretty much. And, you know, Pittsburgh was moving the ball down the field, and they didn't have any answers for Benny Snell coming out of the backfield. That was after James Conner got injured. I believe he had an ankle sprain or something like that. And, you know, Benny Snell came in and finished up the game. Anthony McFarland didn't make an appearance, I don't think. I never saw him out there on the field. But, yeah, Snell came out, basically ran the ball down our throats in the second half. But the first half, the defensive line played pretty well, which I expect them to do considering, you know, all the capital that we put into it and, you know, the players that we have up front. I mean, they should be able to stuff the run pretty well this year. I think it's the first game of the year, no preseason. I think they got tired. They got tired, and, you know, Pittsburgh was taking it to them. On the offensive line, honestly, I was kind of surprised. I was like, how is this team pass blocking, especially in the first half? I was like, how is this team pass blocking better than we're run blocking? I could not understand that. You know, this offensive line is supposed to be known. Yeah, I mean, they're not known to be a good offensive line to begin with, mainly because, you know, they're young. But, I mean, I could not understand how, you know, we were actually protecting the quarterback pretty well in the first half. And, you know, as far as the run game goes, I mean, it was completely non-existent. We couldn't block anybody. It was like the offensive line was made out of paper, and just, you know, Pittsburgh was having their way with them. You know, Barkley 6 yards on 15 attempts. I mean, it's completely unacceptable, and that should not happen. But against a good Pittsburgh Steelers front, I mean, I'm kind of not surprised by it. But like I said in yesterday's video, I thought that Barkley would have at least 50 to 60 yards on the ground, and he did not even come close. So, I don't know. We played the Chicago Bears in the second week of the season. I think things will definitely turn around for us. I think that Joe Judge is definitely going to get this team in check, and they're going to play good, sound, fundamental football against a team that struggles. I do not expect Trubisky to come out and play like he did this past week. I mean, if you watch Trubisky play this past week, he had a pretty bad, well, I mean, he moved the ball down the field in the first half, but he came alive in the second half. But it's Mitch Trubisky. You don't expect him to be that consistent, and I think he's going to struggle against us. But I'll get into all that stuff in my next video, you know, later on in the week, you know, basically describing what I think is going to happen in that Bears game. But what else I want to talk about? Yeah, I saw a lot of people are coming out here and they're dogging the shit out of Daniel Jones, you know, all for the turnover in the end zone. Man, it is what it is, man. The guy, that was his 14th game of his career. Everybody's saying, oh, he's got 1 season under his belt. He doesn't have 1 season under his belt. The man hasn't played a full 16-game season yet. He hasn't even gotten to that point yet. So you can't say he's played a full season. You can't say anything about, oh, you can't baby this guy, this, that, and the other. No, it's not babying the guy. I mean, it's just, we're stating facts. You know, the guy hasn't played a full season. He's still going to make mistakes. We had a quarterback in here for 15 years that played like dog shit his first 4 years of his career. And basically that 4th year, he played like dog shit because he was horrible. Basically the whole entire season. Then he pulled his head out of his ass in the playoffs. So don't sit here and talk shit about Daniel Jones and say, you know, we got to take the gloves off this kid. We can't baby him, this, that, and the other. Daniel Jones played pretty damn well considering the pressure he was under in that game. Constantly under pressure. Not having any running game. I mean, the guy had a running back that ran for 6 yards. I mean, what the hell do you want him to do in the passing game? Like, give the kid a break and watch him come out against Chicago next week and light them up. I guarantee he will. So, yeah, those are the things I wanted to touch on. I was kind of fired up about all the bad mouthing when it comes to Daniel Jones. Kind of pissed me off a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Some Giants fans are going to be Giants fans, and I don't know. You know, you need to think about what Eli Manning did back in the day, because you know, the start of his career was not pretty at all. And honestly, Daniel Jones is playing far better than Eli Manning ever did early on in his career. So think about that. That's it for the video. You guys take it easy. Have a good night. Have a good day. And I'll talk to you later. See you. Bye.